The Cardinal season comes to a close after a heartbreaking loss to Wabash College. But there was plenty for Cardinal fans to be happy about during the 10-2 run, including a 6th straight CCIW championship. There's only one place you can catch all the highlights from the 2011 season, right here on the Red Zone. Welcome to another edition of the Red Zone. I'm Marc Dahlquist. With me is head coach John Thorne. Coach, the Cardinal season comes to an end after a tough loss against Wabash College, 29-28. What happened there in the fourth quarter?
Well, it was a great season. We're really, really excited about what the guys accomplished and everything. And whenever we lose, it's really my fault. You know, when we win, that's because the players did a great job and the assistant coaches and everything, you know. But when we lose, there should have been things that I could have done to help it. You know, goes all the way back to our first loss. It was identical to the Redlands loss. I think conditioning, we changed the way we finished practices during doubles. We went to stretches and trying to avoid hamstring pulls and so forth, and we didn't do enough conditioning, and we ran out of gas at Redlands, but we ran out of gas again this last week. We really looked very, very slow, and so we have to re-look at what we're doing conditioning-wise in terms of allowing it to last, you know, throughout the whole season. Mm-hmm. It was a very difficult season for our guys. We had more concussions this year than probably any 2 or 3 years added together, and unfortunately several of them were helmet-to-helmet contact, and we didn't have a single helmet-to-helmet contact called the entire year. So it's going to take a while, you know, before officials all get on the same page on how to do that, how to protect players better. So, you know, we had 2 starting offensive linemen that we lost. We had our defensive linebacker core was really beat up by the time we got to there, and of course losing Stu Charles the week before. Just totally changed the chemistry in the secondary. Big Kyle Fedorowicz, I really think he may have gotten a slight concussion earlier in the game, in this game, and the same with Shane Dierking in the secondary. So it just was eventually too many things piled up, and certainly we could have won. We only needed one play, probably 5 or 6 times on that final drive. And, you know, twice it probably should have been called intentional grounding. Mm-hmm. However, it wasn't, you know. And in the playoff games, you would hope that officials are just going to let the guys play football. Right. Unfortunately, they really didn't let us play football for the first 3 quarters, but they did the fourth quarter. You know, so it's hard. You know, you have to always adjust. Mm-hmm. And we just did not adjust enough. But it should never take anything away from what these guys did. And I mean, they broke so many. We broke more school records this year than any other year that we've had, and we've had 10 pretty great years in a row now. And so we're just really excited about this senior class. We're going to miss them greatly. I think they're going to go out in the world and do some fabulous things. Mm-hmm. And we're looking forward to next year. We have an awful lot of really good guys coming back.
That should be fun to watch. Well, the Red Zone made the trip to Wabash College to see the hard-fought battle. Let's go to the highlight. C.J. Gum leads a tough Wabash College defense against the North Central College Cardinals and Gagliardi Trophy finalist Peter Bulander. Tyler Burke gets his first start at quarterback on the season, and Shane Durking doesn't make it easy for him as he comes up with a diving interception and the Cardinals take over on the 38. Jordan Tassio would cap off the drive with a dive through the pile to give the Cardinals an early 7-0 lead. Nick Kukoc would double the Cardinals' lead on the next drive with a 10-yard touchdown run in the second quarter. But he wasn't done yet as he breaks the single-season rushing record in the game, his long coming on this 46-yard run to the Wabash 19-yard line. And Jordan Tassio would finish it off again, this time on 4th and goal from the 1 to give the Cardinals a 21-0 halftime lead. Wabash would strike first in the second half, but the Cardinals respond as Dickin finds Chad O'Kane for the 18-yard pass to the Wabash 19. And Nick Kukoc shows no quit on a 19-yard touchdown run through the Wabash defense to put the Cardinals back up by 3 scores going into the 4th. But Tyler Burke finally starts settling in, and better late than never, as he finds Wes Chamblee for the 33-yard touchdown catch to make it 28-14. On the ensuing drive, the Cardinals' Jordan Tassio takes the snap, but the pigskin gets knocked out and recovered by the Little Giants. 10 plays later, Tyler Burke would capitalize on the turnover with this 23-yard touchdown strike to Jonathan Horn, and the Little Giants are within 7. Wabash facing 4th and 14, but Tyler Burke would tuck it and run it for 16 yards to move the chains for a Little Giant first down. First and goal from the 1, looking to make it a 1-point game. Burke finds Jeff Bell in the back of the end zone to make it 27-28. Wabash keeps their offense on the field to go for 2 as Burke's pass miraculously finds the hands of Brady Young to give the Little Giants the lead 29-28. And with less than a minute on the clock, the Cardinals try to get in field goal range, but Tyler Dickin's pass is intercepted by Austin Hodges, and Wabash moves on to the quarterfinals as the Cardinals season comes to a close. Coach, talk about the seniors on this team, how hard they fought, even to the end in this game. On the 2-point conversion, they were still battling and battling.
They were, and they were sure sad when the whole thing was over. There were a lot of tears and a lot of heartbreak because during the middle part of the season, we became one of those really, really special teams. And usually when that happens, it continues. And unfortunately, this season, right at the very end of the season, we had some situations come up that sort of took the special part of it out of it. And again, it's, as the head coach, it's my fault for not seeing that ahead of time and not being able to avoid it. The whole situation where I was not able to spend the amount of time with our freshmen like I normally do. We missed that whole connection that we usually get with the freshmen. And so I felt bad for the seniors that the special part of it started, slipping away a little bit towards the end. They played hard. Every week they showed great leadership. And we're, like I said, we're just going to really miss them. They're just a fabulous, fabulous group of young men.
And one of the seniors on the other end of the ball, Tyler Burke, it was his first game he started all year, replacing an injured quarterback, and he comes in and throws, 4 touchdowns after 2 interceptions you guys got on him. Was it hard to adjust to him, or did he just sort of play the game of his life?
I think he played with an awful lot of courage because he stayed on the ground a long time. Several times we found out later after the game that he was vomiting on the sidelines, and then we found out a day or 2 later that he may have some fractured ribs and so forth. So, he did some unbelievable things. We had an unusually large number of mental errors, physical errors, just plain exhaustion. That is such a hard week for our players with finals and Thanksgiving and travel and all of that added together, it just eventually really took its toll. Many times we were within one play, but the young quarterback made several really, really great plays for him.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes even with his feet, not even with his arm.
Well, those were the ones that were really hurt us probably more than anything else.
Right. Well, don't go anywhere, because after the break, Coach and I will continue to break down the 2011 Cardinals season.